boy. Oh boy. We got some things to talk about. There might be something wrong with me. Well, there's probably a long list of things that are wrong with me, but when it comes to the New York Giants, when it comes to this 2-4 New York Giants, and maybe I shouldn't be so high on this team given the record, but that doesn't even matter. Why? Because there's a new vibe in New York City, or should I call it New Jack City? Whatever we want to call it, right? Whatever we want to call it. There might be something wrong with me. You see the thumbnail. It's very simple. The New York Giants have one job this weekend, and that job is to beat the Denver Broncos. Short to the point. Nothing too complicated about it as far as what I'm saying. You have to find a way to beat the Denver Broncos. I did not know. It is a surprise to me how the fan base is. Now, I'm not saying everybody. Shout out to the Mile High Huddle. Shout out to Chad Jensen. He was on the show last night, the Giants War Room. Fantastic guy, fantastic content creator. Outstanding Broncos fan. But when you go on social media and you get to scrolling down some of these timelines and you see some of the things that people are saying, oh, so disrespectful. And I understand where we were at before this season, where we've been. It's been a lot of doom and gloom for the New York Giants. But in the past couple of weeks, there's been a new energy. There's been a new vibe. The defense is playing better. The offense is playing better. Complementary football is happening down to the special teams. There's been a shockwave. An absolute shockwave of energy that has just spread out throughout the fan base. So normally I do a regular keys to victory, where I talk about these players, that player, this scheme, what type of defense are they doing man to man. I don't even want to get into that. Because respectfully, the Denver Broncos have one of the best defenses in the league. Might be the best defense that we've faced so far. But for me, as a Giants fan, this year, I've heard that 2 times already. I heard that with the Chargers. I heard that with the Philadelphia Eagles. And these guys are 2 contenders. The Denver Broncos are on that list of contenders as well. And I'm watching sports media. I'm watching ESPN. I'm watching Fox News or Fox Sports. I'm watching all this, and I'm taking in a lot of information. And no matter what they say about the New York Giants, we like what they're doing, we like where they're headed, Cam Scatterboo this, Cam Scatterboo that, Jackson Dart this, Jackson, no matter how much of that they said, well, but this Denver Broncos defense, they haven't run into anything like this before. And you know what? You might be right. But guess what? I don't know if the Denver Broncos ran into anything the likes of Cam Scatterboo. I don't know. I saw Cam Scatterboo break the will of an all-pro defender last week. One of the top middle linebackers of the 2024 season. Break his will. And then I look at the Denver Broncos, and yes, that defense is strong, but where they're weak, I see where we can expose these guys. Obviously, there's going to be a lot on the back of Jackson Dart. But that's not where the game lies. The game lies between the coaches. This is going to be one of those games where, yeah, Jackson Dart is Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo is Cam Scatterboo, but what are these coaches doing? What type of chess match, what type of boxing match, what type of MMA match is going to happen between these coaches? Huh? That's where it lies. I saw the interview with Mike Kafka this morning. And a lot of people singing the praises, of the Denver Broncos. Rightfully so. You respect your opponent at all times because any given Sunday, anything can happen, right? But then I look at one specific presser from the Denver Broncos linebacker Cooper, he's more worried about Jackson Dart's chain than anything else. Oh, we've seen guys like that before. It's not going to be a surprise. Maybe you have. You play in a division with Patrick Mahomes. Maybe you've seen a guy dance around and make plays down the field. Maybe you have. I don't, I'm not going to go against that. But with that being said, and what seems to be lost on a lot of people, including some of the fan bases, it's not just about Jackson Dart and the energy of Cam Scatterbull. It's about what this defense is doing and how this defensive front is coming alive and how the back-end communication of the secondary is getting better. Notice I didn't say we're good. I said they're getting better because we're still having some mishaps back here, but we're not going to talk about that right now. The New York Giants play Sunday in Denver. Denver has not been home in 2 weeks. They've been to Philadelphia. They didn't come back after that game. Instead, they went straight to London. So that crowd is going to be hyped for them on their way back. They're throwing parades, cookouts, barbecues all before the game. They're honoring the Super Bowl champions, and they're doing all of that. And I remember a team that used to do that, honor Super Bowls. I guess it didn't help because that team still lost, and that was the New York Giants. So I'm trying to reverse those roles. I want to go into Denver, go into Mile High, while they're having all of this celebration. They are honoring Demaryius Thomas as well. Rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. This has nothing to do with that. Hopefully it's a great ceremony. They're doing all of this stuff. And man, it will feel fantastic to go in there and get that win. Go in there and get that win. You look at their offensive line, it reminds me of other teams when they're having offensive line trouble. What did the Giants do? They took care of business. The Chargers were missing some guys, took care of business. The Eagles missing some guys, took care of business. Now the Broncos are missing some guys. Please, let's take care of business. Because at the end of the day, if the New York Giants win, when the New York Giants win, the landscape is going to be different. The landscape will be different. I don't fear any of these teams on the schedule. None of them. None of them. As long as we can be productive. Look what we're doing with the guys that we have right now, and that's no disrespect either. Guys are stepping up. The tight ends are stepping up. Wan'Dale Robinson. I keep saying sorry, man. Sorry. I didn't know you had it in you, Pauls, but you're just stepping up. I'm hoping that we do get Darius Slayton back, but if not, little Jordan Humphreys stepping up. Jalen Hyatt, if there's ever a game for you to step up even more, this will be the game. This would be the game. And I don't know what the coach's decisions are as far as getting this team out there early. I saw that you guys had practice today. You should be flying out today. You should be flying out today. That way you guys can get acclimated to the altitude for Friday and Saturday and then be ready to go on Sunday. But man, I don't know what changed. Actually, I do know what changed. Seeing, and this is the power of fan bases. Because there's a lot of fan bases of teams that I never had issues with before that I start to have problems with now. The Commanders, never had an issue with the Commanders. Now I got problems with the Commanders. Fan bases. I never had issues with the Denver Broncos. Never even thought about them or saw them in that light. Now I got issues with the Broncos. It's probably going to be every game this season, every team this season. And it is what it is. It is what it is, but I'm telling you, the energy is at an all-time high. I don't know if I'm the only one feeling this way, Giants fans. I'm seeing a lot of other content creators, and it's a lot of analytics going into things. There's definitely a lot of analytics going into things, and analytics has its place. I use analytics on this channel as well. But at some point in time, it's not about the analytics. At some point in time, it's about strapping it up and getting on that field. Pause. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know you know what I'm talking about. It's when you look at your friends and say, these are my guys. We getting in the car and we riding. This is not boys in the hood. Trade, though, is not letting you out. If you riding with the New York Giants, we are riding with the New York Giants. I don't care if you feel it in the back of your mind, front of your mind. If you feel like the New York Giants are going to lose, get it out of your head. I want all the positive energy in the world. I want all the positive energy in the world coming from this fan base. I believe in energy. I believe in sending good vibes. It's a real thing. And if you're a New York Giants fan, and even if you feel a little bit iffy about this game, get it out of your head, because the New York Giants are going to Denver to take care of business. There's a mission now. You know what I mean? There's a mission. We know what the mission is. We've been running around without a mission for a while. We've been running around without a plan for a while. What a difference the idea of a franchise quarterback makes. Because even with me saying all this and beat Denver, all that, my main objective this year is for Jackson Dart to progress, Jackson Dart to get better, and to build a team around Jackson Dart as far as the offense goes. Because right now the defensive players are there. We're building a team around that defense, and they're just in a different part of construction than the offense is right now. Because we got a lot of players on that defensive side. It's more about communication, cleaning up the schemes and stuff like that when it comes to this defense. You got the guys, you have the ingredients to make the meal fantastic. You just got to get the right chef in the building. That's how I feel about the defense. But this offense, you're still a couple pieces away. But even with a couple pieces away, you already see what a franchise quarterback can do. And what do franchise quarterbacks do? They make people around them better. And that's one of the clear differences when it comes to these quarterbacks. Is the team upholding the quarterback, or is the quarterback upholding the team? Is the team raising up the level of the quarterback, or is the quarterback raising the level up of the team? And right now, I believe that the quarterback is raising up the level of the offense. And when you finally get all of those pieces, the New York Giants are going to be one of those teams that everybody in the league says they're contenders. And that's the point where I'm trying to get to. But it all starts with Denver on Sunday. It all starts with Denver on. They keep moving the goalpost. Oh, it's the Chargers. Blah 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 blah. Oh, well, the Philadelphia Eagles. Blah blah blah. Oh, but they lost to the Saints. Blah, blah. They keep moving the goalposts. I want to know what happens. I want to know what they're gonna say if the New York Giants go into Denver and beat the Denver Broncos in their own house. I can't wait to see it. The energy level is high right now, and hopefully your energy level is. I'm ready to run through a wall right now, and it's just off of seeing what some other people are posting. So I can't imagine what the team feels like. You see the thumbnail. New York Giants versus the Denver Broncos in Denver at Mile High. Can't wait to Sunday. See you after the game.